Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 13, Nature, the Enjoyer and Consciousness. Text number 13 onwards. In text number 8 through 12, Krishna explained 20 items of knowledge. And apart from these 20 items, Krishna says whatever there is ignorance according to him. But it is important to understand the first item that he mentions is humility. So humility initially is required to acquire knowledge, because unless we become humble, how will we ever know that we need to know more? How will we ever take shelter of somebody superior? A proud person thinks that he knows everything. So humility is required to acquire more knowledge, and it should be expressed even if you don't have it. The first symptom of humility is to know that I do not know everything. I need some superior guidance. So initially we voluntarily show humility or accept a humble position to acquire knowledge. And when we acquire knowledge, humility is the natural outcome. It becomes our nature. Initially we make an effort to be humble, and when we actually get knowledge, we actually become humble, because we realize our insignificant position in relation to God, in relation to his activities, his creation, everything. So now Krishna has answered the questions: what is the field of activity, who is the knower of the field, and he's also answered what is knowledge. Now he's going to explain who is the object of knowledge. Text number 13 onwards, because we all try to acquire knowledge. We've already discussed what knowledge is. Now, why should it be acquired, or where should it end? Who is the ultimate object of knowledge? Like if somebody is studying in a medical college, okay, what is the object? I want to be a doctor. I want to be so and so. So what is the object of acquiring ultimate knowledge, real knowledge? Because knowledge simply about material body is not complete knowledge. Knowledge means to know what is matter, but to also know what is spirit or spiritual, and then who is controlling both. So now Krishna is going to explain who is the object of knowledge. Text 13. Gyeyam yat tat pravakshyami yaj gyatvam ashnute anadimat param brahma nasat tan nasad uchyate. I shall now explain the knowable, knowing which you will taste the eternal. Brahman, the spirit, beginningless and subordinate to me, lies beyond the cause and effect of this material world. So, in one sense, Krishna is saying, I am the object of knowledge. Some people meditate, practice austerities, and they meditate on the formlessness, the Brahman, the blue light. But here Krishna clearly explains the first thing. Although he is not revealing the truth about himself, but that knowing this, that meditating on something which is formless is not the highest type of meditation or activity, Krishna is just introducing it here. He says that Brahman, the spirit, some people think that is the object of knowledge, but he says that is subordinate to me. Although it is beyond the material realm, beyond the cause and effect of this material world, but then Krishna talks about a superior aspect of his, that is the super soul, Paramatma. And super soul residing within every living entity's heart as Paramatma, he's literally there, is not different from Krishna. So Krishna is not directly right now saying, I am the object of knowledge. He is gradually revealing the truth about himself, because people are at different stages. In the 15th chapter, he will say, Vedesya sarver ahameva vedyo. I am the compiler of Vedanta, I am the object of all knowledge. But here he is gradually taking us one step at a time. So he is talking about his Paramatma feature, which is higher than the formless Brahman, and in which he is situated in every living entity's heart, and is also present in every atom. The super soul, and it is mentioned, is literally present even within every atom. Text number 14, he explains, Sarvatah pani padam tat sarvato akshishiro mukham sarvatah Shrutimalloke sarvam avritya tishtati. Everywhere are his hands and legs, his eyes, heads and faces, and he has ears everywhere. In this way, the super soul exists, pervading everything. He is all pervasive. Now, it doesn't mean he has to have literally his hands, legs, faces, eyes. It is just to show that the Lord is supremely powerful, omnipotent. He doesn't have to show his opulence to exercise his powers. He can be like a simple cowherd boy, herding cows and exhibiting supreme power. His uncle Kamsa sent so many demons to kill him, but in Vrindavan, Krishna, without lifting any weapon, he easily killed all of them. And he knows everything because of his supreme potency, who is who. Sometimes the demons would come disguised as a calf, as a cowherd boy, as a beautiful lady, but Krishna could recognize all of them, even though he was a small child. When we are little children, we are not aware of the world, let alone people coming in disguise. But Krishna, he's a supreme Lord, whether he's acting as a small child, as a chariot driver, or as a prince, no matter what role he is playing, he's always aware of everything. That is the meaning of the word, that his eyes, legs, hands, and faces are everywhere, and ears are everywhere. Further, what are the qualities of this super soul who is the object of knowledge? So remember, what is the object of knowledge? Krishna is answering. So in one sense, he is saying the object of knowledge is to know me. But he's not directly saying know me at the moment. He's saying is to know the super soul, not the formless aspect, but the higher feature of the Lord as Paramatma, who is Krishna's expansion only. So it is the goal of knowledge to know him, to know the Supreme Lord. There's no difference between Krishna and the super soul residing within the heart. That is the goal, Krishna says, and he made it very clear. He could have easily said, no, I am the goal, or the super soul is the goal, even if he doesn't want to say I am. But he specifically mentions before that, although he's not asked, that Brahman, that formless aspect, is subordinate to me. So that is not the goal of knowledge, to know this feature. The goal is to know the super soul, the personal feature of the Lord present in every living entity's heart in his four-handed Vishnu form. The Paramatma feature of the Lord is an expansion of Krishna in everyone's heart, but there the Lord is present in his four-handed form, holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada and Padma. Later on, Krishna will explain that even the Bhagavan feature, this feature is even higher, which is standing in front of Krishna. And he has already explained this in the previous chapter, where he showed universal form in 11th chapter. After universal form, he showed him Vishnu form. He said this is very rare. But then he showed his two-handed form as Shyam Sundar Krishna. He said this is even more rare. Even the Devatas, great rishis, can't see this form. But since he's taking us gradually to the highest, so here he is just explaining to know the super soul residing in everyone's heart, who is none but my expansion, is the goal of knowledge. In essence, he is trying to say to know God is the goal of knowledge. And if that is not met, all our knowledge is a waste of time. Because to know matter is not enough. To know spirit is also not enough. We have to know who is controlling both, who is the supreme controller. Further, he explains the qualities of this super soul, Paramatma feature. Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charam evacha sukshmatva tad avigyayam durastham chantike chatat. The Supreme Truth exists outside and inside of all living beings, the moving and the non-moving. Because he is subtle, he is beyond the power of the material senses to see or to know. Although far, far away, he is also near to all. So he says the Supreme Truth is everywhere, inside and outside of living beings, the moving and also the non-moving, like trees, the plants. The Super Soul is present even in them also. Like I said, he is present in every atom. But because he is subtle, and he is subtle, so he cannot be understood by the gross material senses. What to speak of God? Anything which is subtle other than God also we can't see that. Subtle matter can also not be seen, like mind is subtle matter. But we know it is there, but we can't see it. What to speak of subtle matter, even gross matter, tiny living beings, microorganisms cannot be seen with these blunt material senses, these mundane eyes. We have to have a microscope. They can only be seen under certain conditions. So how can we ever see God with these present eyes? Sometimes people challenge, if God is there, show him to me, why can't I see him? Well, sir, you can see him if you are qualified, if you have the necessary eyes to see him. So instead of challenging his existence, you need to qualify yourself by becoming humble and following the process. Only under certain conditions you can see certain living beings. Similarly, only under certain conditions you can see God. Although far, far away, he is also near to all. So one should never think that God is residing in his own abode. He is very near to everyone, because it's not difficult for him to be simultaneously present in his abode, Golok, Vrindavan or Vaikuntha, and next to us also. Because he's supremely powerful, he can do that. But the problem is, we think, oh, how is it possible? Because we have limitations, we can't do that. And we think nobody can do that, as if we are the center of the universe. And this springs out of great deal of deep-rooted ignorance, false ego. And we try to impose our own consciousness on God. If I can't do something, nobody can, even God cannot. How is it possible? Because something has not been experienced by us doesn't mean it does not exist, does not happen. If I can't lift 50 kgs, doesn't mean nobody can. If I have not seen every person within the world, does not mean they don't exist. If I have not seen every place within this world, does not mean it doesn't exist. So we have to give up this arrogance and realize that we are not the center of the universe. We don't know everything. There is a reality beyond our experience. And once that humility dawns upon us, that's when the doors will start opening. The doors remain closed. The doors of the higher realm, higher understanding remain closed to those who are proud of their own understanding. Text 17. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu vibhaktam iva cha sthitam bhuta bhartri chataj gyam grasishnu prabhavishnu cha. Although the Super Soul appears to be divided among all beings, he is never divided. What does it mean? Super Soul is present in every body, even the bodies of plants and the beasts, the other animals, birds, insects, human beings, devatas. So does that mean God, since if you divide something into 10 parts, then 10 equal parts, the original person is gone? But that is the case with matter. It doesn't happen with God. He can divide himself into unlimited forms and still remain the complete whole. And that is the supreme potency of God. He does not get reduced. He does not get divided. He is still the complete personality. That is why he is God. He is never divided. He is situated as one. Although he is the maintainer of every living entity, it is to be understood that he devours and develops all. So God is known as Palana Karta, the maintainer of everyone. That's why one of the names of Krishna is Janardana. Jana means the living entities. He is the maintainer of all living entities. But then he is the one who destroys them also through his various energies when the time comes for pralaya, annihilation. Because that is the nature of the material world. It has a shelf life, and at a certain point it needs to be destroyed when things really become messy. Then he needs to destroy it to create something new. Like every incarnation, the Lord appears. What is the purpose? He is not just appearing to establish dharma, but for that, whatever is needed, he is done. And that also includes destroying the demonic people. Like the 10th avatar of Krishna's Kalki would appear in the towards the end of Kali Yuga. It is explained in the scriptures which predict the future. And he will have no questions asked. He will ride his horse with the sword in hand, which will move with the speed of the mind, and he will physically destroy most of the people, because most of the people by the end of Kali Yuga would have become demonic. We are not even at the beginning of Kali Yuga. The age duration of Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, and we have only reached 5,000. So 4,27,000 odd years are still remaining, and right now also the situation is so bad. You can imagine much worse is going to happen. So the best is perform bhakti, engage in the devotional service of Mukunda, the Muktidata Lord Mukunda, Lord Krishna, by chanting his names Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Read Bhagavatam, read the Gita, associate with devotees. Have Krishna Prasad. Whatever you eat, first you offer it to Krishna, then you eat it. Meditate on his form, pray to him. These are the activities which will help you develop enough spiritual credits so that when we have to die one day, when we have to leave this world, we'll go to the spiritual world and not remain within the material world, the world of misery. So these are the activities where we must invest our time, energy and resources, because this will really save us. Other things will not save us. Our money, fame, followers will stay behind. They will not come to save us. Our family also will not be able to save us. Only Krishna will. And therefore we should take complete shelter and perfect our life in this lifetime itself and go to the spiritual realm and not stay here. The soul has to go somewhere. One day even if we are happy with the situation we are in, but still we can't stay like this forever. One day we'll be forced to leave this world and we have to go somewhere. So why not aspire to go to the spiritual world? Why remain stuck in the material world if we have a choice? Why not go to a better place? So for that you need to engage in devotional service. As Krishna has said, if you worship him, we go to him. If you worship devatas, we go to them. And devatas are within the material world. And we continue the cycle of birth and death. And they will also have to one day fall from their position. So if we have to put in extra energy, time, effort, why not do it for a greater purpose? So worship Krishna, considering him to be our father, our mother, our only shelter. Draupadi had the most powerful husbands, but even they were not able to protect her when she was in danger. Only Krishna could intervene in her destiny. So we remember that nobody can save us from destiny, only Krishna can. So we become strongly connected to him. The most powerful way to remain connected to him always is to chant his holy names, which can be done any time of the day, anywhere you are. No hard and fast rules. Try to chant and hear the sound of the mantra. The more you chant, within like 2-3 days, you will start experiencing the benefits. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And try to hear the sound of the mantra. The mind wanders away, again bring it back. Again focus on the sound. And see within 2-3 days the kind of benefits you're experiencing. But chant for 15-20 minutes to begin with. If you can do more, nothing like it. Our goal should be to come to at least 16 malas in a day. If we could chant, that is 2 hours in 24 hours, then our spiritual life will be very, very solid. But we can't jump to that number. You can start with 3-4 malas. That will take around 30 to 40 minutes in a day. You can divide it, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes maybe after the breakfast, or you go to office or college, 20 minutes after lunch. So like that, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening. So we have to just manage according to whatever capacity we have, but we should definitely start with 4 malas. It's good. If something is good, it should be done immediately, the Puranas say, and something is bad, it must be procrastinated. Good things should never be procrastinated. Text 18. Jyotisham api tad jyotis tamasah paramuchyate jnanam geyam jnanagamyam mridi sarvasya vishtitam. Continuing the characteristics of the super soul, the Lord. He is a source of light in all luminous objects. If the sun shines, if the moon shines, know that Krishna is the source behind them. They are shining because of God's opulence. He has already explained that in the previous chapters, that whatever splendorous, glorious creations you see in this world, O Arjuna, they are simply a spark of my splendor. He is beyond the darkness of matter and is unmanifested. That means he is not visible to everyone, and he is beyond the matter. He is not under ignorance. Matter causes ignorance, like body has caused ignorance, thinking that we are the body and to maintain this body is the goal of life. This is ignorance, but the Lord is beyond that because he is all spirit. He is knowledge. He is the object of knowledge and is the goal of knowledge. He is situated in everyone's heart. Text 19. Iti kshetram tatha jnanam geyam choktam samasatah madbhakta etad vigyaya madbhavayopapaddite. Thus the field of activities, the body, knowledge and the knowable have been summarily described by me, Krishna says. And who can understand this? Now Krishna again and again has made this point. He has explained this knowledge, but he says, who can understand me? Madbhakta etad vigyaya. Only my devotees can understand this thoroughly and thus attain to my nature, attain to my abode, attain to Krishna consciousness. So the qualification to understand the Gita or any other scripture for that matter is that we have to have a devotional attitude towards Krishna. Then everything will be revealed, because Krishna only reveals the truth to his devotees because they are very close to him. Just like we also reveal the secrets only to close ones. So like this, Krishna is going to continue to explain these intricate subjects, and I'm trying to simplify it as much as possible. Hope I'm able to do some good service. So please continue listening, even if some things don't make sense. As we mature in spiritual life, everything will eventually, if not today, 2 months later or 2 years later, everything that you're hearing will be helpful. Today you are hearing something in these podcasts and you might be thinking, how is it relevant to my life? Or you were not even thinking, you just let it pass. But remember, every word you're hearing, somewhere at some point in your life you will need it, and whenever you need it the most, this knowledge will come to your rescue. You will remember it. I heard this 4 years ago. It makes so much sense now. So please continue. Thank you so much.